What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. Well, it's been a couple weeks since I've done one of these things. Okay, maybe 2 weeks ago, I probably should have got it from there when they first started going to Las Vegas. I really did not need to do a review last week just because it was Thanksgiving last week, and you know Impact, they were going to do the Thanksgiving episode. It wasn't really much to say from that, just the whole turkey thing and the turkey bowl, the suit, Disco Inferno being on there for some reason, but just going by Glenn Gerbetti by his real name because, copyrights and don't get me started. WWE, so we can't really tell him call him Disco Inferno on here. Gravy Train Bowl or something. It was pretty much non-canonless. So there was a bunch of flashbacks and one tag team match to see who would wear the turkey suit. But other than that, moving on into the actual show itself. We kicked it off with a tag team match. Rich Swann and Willie Mack versus the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix. Really crazy hot opener to kick off the show, I will say that. Very, really good show to kick off the match. Fucking crazy spot fest out there. I did like a little super kick party that happened at one point when Pentagon did Sierra Medio, and then Willie Mack had like a WN for Willie Mack. They were pretty much super kicks after that, and pretty much people jumping out of the ring and everything. Pentagon, Phoenix pretty much jumping out, doing like a corkscrew, or like a corkscrew. It was like a jumping, that whole tightrope thing he does, where like up and down, and then just kind of goes slinging into the to the outside. Was great. Swann doing a moonsault off the top of the turnbuckle with these snow goggles on. Snow goggles on was pretty cool. And then I will say that I'm like a tightrope, I would say that. But when the guy got down, ending of the match, Mack and Phoenix were going at it. Then Mack was able to take down Phoenix at one point, but Phoenix came back with the what's that cross kick he does. They were still go for a Doomsday Device, but Phoenix dodged it. Lucha Brothers pretty much did that whole pin driver stomp thing on the side of the apron, taking out Swann. Pentagon and Phoenix didn't hit that tag team wheelbarrow thing they do then, with Pentagon picking up the win. So a very great tag team match kick off the show. Got the crowd hot. Really great and just fun to watch, even though like 3 of these guys are from Lucha Underground and 2 of them are not 2 of them, but one of them is from, I guess we would call it Cruiserweight back in 205, but an awesome match to say that. Like I said before, they need more tag teams in this company right now as it comes to with Impact and everything, but overall, really good tag team match. Don't know where the Mack and Swann go out throughout this point, because I really haven't seen the Mack really win any other type of tag team match, if you ask me, or like any other match than Bound for Glory one. But Lucha Brothers and Swann and the Mack, great match to kick off the show. Ow. Next thing you know, LAX come out then as they were talking about the tag team match, and Conan wasn't out there with them. And they all shook hands stuff, saying the match was fire, fuego, whatever. Because it says what's next for LAX? Who else do they gotta beat, huh? Else do they have to fight? Because they beat OVE, they beat Seidel and Page, they beat the OGs. But now it was time to see what was next for them. And the thing they wanted to face next was Pentagon and Phoenix themselves, the Lucha Brothers, as people wanted. So they faced the best tag teams all around the world, but he want to face them too, because he knows that they're one of the best. Sorry about that, but so he was facing one of the best from there then. Because LAX says time to give the people what they want, and this match is supposed to go now on January 6th at Nashville at Homecoming when they go back to the Asylum. So a great way to set up the match, pretty much simple and effective. Then they all shook hands. Pentagon pretty much says, nosotros somos los Lucha Brothers, somos Sierra Medio. pretty much setting up the match for LAX versus the Lucha Brothers at Homecoming, which would be a awesome match. Okay, that's gonna be fire. Now that match, that's gonna be a badass match. You don't agree with me? Something wrong with you, but there may be some things holding that match back, though, to what I've kind of read recently. Number one, Phoenix, I believe he's out with an injury. I hear it's a groin injury now, and he won't be able to wrestle till January. The event is on January the 6th, the next pay-per-view, so hopefully he will make it. It's either that or they will have to change it, so it's unfortunate that Phoenix has an injury right now. And, you know, the thing I've been hearing about LAX over the past couple days is the whole Evolve situation. And, you know, just my little thoughts on it real quick about LAX being pulled from, you know, the Evolve events. Because, you know, people know Evolve right now. I know there's a lot of NXT talent on Evolve, and they have some of their titles right now. But I do believe they already have a partnership with NXT and WWE in general, because I know because of Triple H and Gabe Sapolsky. Now, Evolve gave they issued a statement on why LAX is being pulled. LAX is being pulled, and they kind of gave their reason to why they were being pulled from the show. You know, I believe they said they wouldn't lose or anything, and they gave a good statement. I don't know what Impact statement is. They haven't really said anything about it. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking this, because I've noticed this thing about Evolve lately, and even people pointed this out, that a lot of people's other talents are on Evolve and everything, but some of them look at Gabe Sapolsky as some type of mold for WWE, so you could take talent from other companies and just get them to come over to the WWE in a way, which I swear they just sign anybody almost every day, if you ask me. But it may have a point right there saying we're trying to protect our talent. We know it's almost like they know what their game is, and I'm just going I'm just going by assumption here, but it's like we know what your game is. You're not taking our talent, trying to convince them to go over there because they need them. Because I believe they said this has happened with other companies, if I'm not mistaken, about talent appearing on the Evolve show competing, but somehow they end up going to WWE or leaving. Which even people from Evolve end up in WWE as it is already. So, I just wanted to give a quick statement out of that whole thing right there, because I was just kind of read about why they were even pulled from that. Now, it would have been a great match between them and Street Profits, don't get me wrong. I think that would have been great. Because according to Evolve, that LAX would have went over and they wouldn't have lose. But I would have looked forward to seeing that match, though. Like, dead ass, that would have been great. But I'm trying to look at it from both sides. I'm trying to look from Impact side to why I think they were pulled from that show. If they give a statement, we'll see what goes on from there. But that's my thoughts on it right now. They showed a Brian Cage video package in a way, but he was being interviewed, saying it pissed him off that he hasn't won the big one, and that people don't want to face him, and people are ducking him all over the place. But he's using this option C on the X Division title to become the world champion and fight Johnny Impact and take the title from him. Next you know, LAX was in the back tent as Conan was walking back and forth, telling LAX, what was that? And Santana said, you told us to take initiative and everything, and we want to do this match, and we know where you were, and you always advised us, to give the people what they want. But Conan says, I've seen this problem before with Eddie Guerrero, Psychosis, Ray, and Hoovy. And he brought up an example then. Juventud and Rey Mysterio were the AAA Tag Team Champions. And, while we do a dream match against each other, it was great for business. But unfortunately, both hurt each other in the first couple matches they did, which broke them into their tag team. It broke the bond, it broke their friendship, everything. I don't know how true that is, but it may be to what I've heard. But hey, Conan maybe tell the truth. I wasn't around to see it, but he talked about, Homicide Hernandez. Listen, I brought them up. I raised King, okay? Homicide, your mentor, look what happened. Why do you think we're not together anymore, huh? And he says, I've seen the same thing, what's going to happen with you guys right now, and you guys could hurt each other across the line of friendship that can never come back. Because, Conan said, all four of you like my sons. I do business with Pentagon and Phoenix. If you do not watch MLW, I believe they are the current MLW Tag Team Champions right now, and Conan manages them on MLW. Look it up. Don't believe me? Watch the show. Conan pretty much said that, LAX you already booked in this match, but he was going to do something about it. So Conan was very worried, which is a great promo in general, but he was very, very worried to what was going on. Now, I'm not going to go with this. I'm not going to stand for it. And he was bringing up, examples to why this could all fall apart if you guys do this match. So I'm sure this happened in the past, but he may have a point to what he's talking about right now, because it'll broken bonding made. Like, hey, you guys could separate. So he's trying to keep everything together right now. Jordan Grace went against Katarina rematch. Pretty good match, I will say that. I know last time was a squash match, but pretty much a good match this time with Katarina getting a lot of offense on Jordan Grace. Grace pretty much got her in a bear hug submission for the win. So, pretty good match, I will say that. I'm still trying to see where this Jordan Grace thing is going to go, but one step at a time, I guess. Followed by KM were down on their luck as they lost to LAX. And they said, you know what, we're in Vegas, we're going to hit the town, we're going to win some money. 7 minutes later, they're all on the ground crying because they lost all their money. And now they're in debt. And as they were embarrassed, and, what am I going to tell my wife? Scarlett Bordeaux showed up. It's the smoke show happened. As she was sitting on top of some boxes or something, Scarlett pretty much wanted to say, you're at the top of the point, now you're at the bottom, but there was a lot of competition left. Listen, I don't know who Scarlett Bordeaux is picking in this, and I've seen these video things people have been sending in from people who've been doing Michael Jackson impressions, Shark Boy, and some guy rapping. I don't know where this whole talent search she's doing or who's going to be the person she picks, but we will find out and see whenever that happens. But I would say the KM followed by thing was pretty funny, though, to what went down. Scarlett, we'll see what happens next. Of course, GWN flashback of the week, which was pretty much last year, Ultimate X match with Trevor Lee, which I believe is still in the company. Andrew Everett gone, Low Key gone, Shane Helms gone. Wow, the difference a year makes. So, just excuse me. Just want to point that out there. A referee went to Tessa Blanchard saying, "Let me make this clear. I'm the law and order when I wear this, okay?" Which she just said, "Alright, yes sir, we're clear." If she got just rolled her eyes, and since now the referees want some respect now and want to call some type of order. Okay. Why don't they do this to everybody that does stuff like this? Because now the ref's trying to threaten Tessa, which she probably could kick his ass if she wanted to. But having referees been kind of attacked already by other wrestlers and stuff, so why is he now trying to grow some type of grow some balls to actually go against her now? Tommy Dreamer was in the back talking to Mackenzie Mitchell as he talked about skinny jean millennials in 2018 that they feel entitled, and Dreamer pretty much cutting a passionate promo right here talking about the men and women that paved the way for people like Drake to be in this business, and that Drake wanted to become an actor, but didn't work. That's why he wanted to walk like The Rock, talk like The Rock, even spoke like The Rock, which Dreamer was doing an impression. But he's a little pebble and jabroni. He didn't start talking like Stone Cold or Season of Tough Enough. I don't know how true that Tough Enough part is, but I have to look that up. Dreamer says, Impact, they position you to a star, a big franchise player, and you were once the champion. But ever since you lost that title, you settled for complacency. You just pretty much been around, pretty much saying I'm a dummy and everything. You want to call me fat? Listen, I call it fat shame, but my career ends when I want it to end, okay? And then call him a dummy and everything, and Dreamer just started yelling into the mic talking about I'll end my career when I'm ready to end my career, which made a point about Drake though, because ever since Eli Drake has lost that world title, it's just kind of he's gone down the totem pole in a way to doing matches with comedy guys at a point in time. And some may have a point about The Rock there. Some people say he's cut Rock-like promos before, so it's almost like Eli Drake is settled for less. I don't know where this feud is going, but hopefully it positions him somewhere higher right now, because ever since he's lost that world title, it hasn't been going out well, if you ask me. Taya Valkyrie went against Bray Lynn. Taya has new music, La Wera Loca, as she now comes out and instead of hip hop songs, instead of doing the whole Ice Queen or Queen-like gimmick with her, so it's a little different this time. Taya won with a surfboard camel clutch. Next thing you know, Tessa Blanchard comes out behind, takes out Taya, starts going at her. Tessa then pretty much got the referee that was threatening her later, choking him. All the other referees came out, but they didn't want to touch or do anything after they kept telling her to stop. Sanjay Dutt and Scott D'Amore tried to stop her, but didn't work. Gail Kim, which is now producer in the back nowadays, pretty much tossed Tessa away from her. They pretty much had a stare down point. Taya pretty much speared her to the ground as she pretty much backed off then as Taya and Gail Kim stood tall. Guess I haven't seen Gail Kim in a while. Nowadays she's just like a producer and an agent for the company backstage because she said she's retired now and doesn't wrestle anymore. That's why she won the title last year back in Bound for Glory and pretty much was done after that, if you ask me. Now she could come out of retirement after doing that stare down with Tessa, which would be a badass match to be honest, because Gail Kim can still go. Let's not get wrong, she's not even really that old either. She's like 40 if I'm correct, so Gail Kim can still go and kick ass out there. Will she be involved in this whole Taya match? Maybe, I'm not really sure, but if they ever have a match with Tessa and Gail Kim, that'd be a very great one to watch, and I'd be looking forward to it. Like I said, Gail Kim is just mostly in just a backstage agent nowadays. But we all know Gail Kim can still go if she wants to, and maybe this will be a thing for right here. But I'm just taking guesses right now. It's just like I said, I haven't really seen Gail Kim in a while now. But like I said, she's a backstage producer nowadays. But she wanted to come back, still put on a great match. They were playing a video package interview with Johnny Impact talking about Cage as he was going to take him out at Homecoming. But as he was speaking, Killer Cross showed up from behind him as Johnny says, what are you doing? The camera pretty much went away and stood behind something to see what's going on, as Cross telling Johnny, like, listen, Cage says he's gonna do whatever it takes. Like, whatever it takes, yeah, he's gonna come for my title, and I'm gonna defend mine and make sure he doesn't do it. I'll do whatever it takes to win. And then Cross said, I don't think you know. Well, I don't think you get it. Or your interpretation of whatever it takes. Okay, listen. How about this? You tell me to do it to him, and I will get him. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Whatever it takes. But Johnny says, listen, stop talking cryptic. I don't want your help. The answer is no. And he says, the answer is not no, John. Okay, you don't see the big picture. I don't know where this Killer Cross and Johnny Impact thing is going, but I am interested to see what goes down with that. Will he cost Johnny the title at Homecoming? I don't know, but I'm really intrigued to see why Cross wants to keep aligning himself with Johnny and trying, become a hitman for him and take out Cage and just help him and do something. I don't know where he's going with this, but we'll see what goes down. But that is a very interesting part, especially with Cross just showing up from behind as this whole video package interview was going. He just popped out of nowhere in his suit. So we will see what goes down. So I am very interested in that. The debut of the Rascals, Desmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz, and Trey Miguel. I don't really know the other two. They went against Chris Bay and Mike Seidel, who is the brother of Matt Seidel. I don't know a lot about these Rascal guys. I know who Desmond Xavier is, but I don't know who Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel are that well. So I'm going to have to do my research on them. I will say the only thing they did win the match, the best spot I thought, which was really cool, was when Wentz did a moonsault and Desmond pushed him into his opponent, which looked pretty cool. Like, literally pushed him in midair as he did a moonsault. So pretty good debut and a pretty good match right there. Some people say they're from PWG. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to have to look that up. Kiera Hogan, we'll talk about the darkness finally consuming Allie, and that she tried to save her, but it's not working. Told her to please come home. I don't know where this is going right now with this undead realm or something, because the only people you could say that are really in it are, of course, Allie, Kiera Hogan, whenever Rosemary is healed, and Sue Young. I don't know where this is going. I'm sorry, none of these women fighting for the title, but I haven't really understand what's going on since Bound for Glory right now. Maybe it's still leading to something. I know Allie is Dark Allie nowadays, so she's more of a darker version instead of, Light Allie and stuff. So she's more the, I guess, Dark Evil Allie and aligning herself with Sue Young, but we'll see what goes on from that. They went to some mental home called Shady Acres, as Alicia asked how Eddie was doing. As the doctor said, when the drugs take effect, Eddie should be back to normal. But as Eddie sat there, Moose pretty much showed up, wearing some pink upside down, his pink cap, and talked about, we're brothers, so that's why I'm visiting you. As he read Eddie's book, like it was like a children's book, which he actually published, but that's actually real. Moose said, there's a lot of things you left out, like you betraying me and your wife leaving you and getting power bombed on the ramp and stuff, and now you're being in a nut house right now. But Moose said, this book is a fraud, it's fake, and you might have to get out of the hospital one day because, anything is possible for you. So he says, I'll check out, Lucha as I get home. As Eddie Edwards just pretty much looked like a vegetable standing right there listening what's going on. So I don't know where this whole Eddie Edwards and Moose thing is going right now. I'm sure Eddie Edwards will get out and start beating on Moose again, or he'll be back to regular Eddie Edwards because he's been crazy Eddie Edwards the entire time. So we'll see what happens since he visited, Moose visited him, and I guess he's going to go check out his wife now. We'll go on and see what's that from there. Eli Drake was in an interview with Mackenzie Mitchell, saying he doesn't like hardcore wrestling and everything. That's the problem with this company right now, and that, Dreamer has a soft ego. He was going to take him out tonight. Matt Sydal, Ethan Page are in the back. As Page says, I've been grateful for teachings, but we've been losing and this tag team isn't working. But Sydal said, X Division was important, so you're going to qualify for the X Division for the Ultimate X match next week, he told Ethan Page right there, because there will be an Ultimate X match at Homecoming. Eli Drake then went against Tommy Dreamer. First then it didn't count out because Drake pretty much got outside the ring, but next it was a no DQ match, which was actually pretty good. Of course, Dreamer brings some weapons to the match, and both guys started hitting Kindle sticks or trash cans at a point in time. Yeah, at a point in time from there, weapons being brought into the match. Of course, you again saw a lot of this going down from Dreamer grabbing, I feel it's a sign fan had, and start hitting with Drake with it, and hitting with like I think it was a piano, if I'm correct, in one of them boxes, but not boxes, but one of those weapons, but he hit him with something like that. But as both of these guys kind of went on with Eli Drake and Tommy Dreamer, of course, chair shots are going to be involved at a point in time. Drake used a chair to sit on the ground in, and put Dreamer there to DDT him, and then Drake was going to go for the Death Valley Driver, but it did not work. And as Dreamer was able to get out of there, then Drake pretty much got the chair, put over Dreamer's neck, and pretty much hit him with a one leg to the bottom, so pretty much telling anybody to watch out from there, since Phoenix is injured right now. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but we will see what goes down. Because, like I said, Phoenix actually is hurt for real, so we probably won't be seeing him wrestling in a while now. But we will see what happens on this show. It wasn't a bad show, I will say that. Pretty good. Had its positives and negatives, but more of a bit of a positive, most likely due to the LAX part. Conan and Phoenix and them, which was interesting. Excuse me. Yeah, Jordan Grace and Katrina was pretty good. The boss segment was pretty funny. Yeah, maybe not to be seen a lot about on the show tonight, but a pretty much overall better show, if you ask me what was going down here tonight. Yeah, it was at its parts here and there, but overall a pretty good show for Impact tonight. I actually want to catch out the review because a lot of interesting points going on. I do recommend checking this episode out. But I'm out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out. Comment and subscribe at Hood Night 890. So know it's going down. Say Attack. We're now done with this review of Impact. So check out my review and check out channel itself and review and like and that. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.